Hey, good evening. A very warm, humid, tropical-like night here in Cormierville. And about 1 minute ago, it started to rain. Now, it's still light rain. They did actually recently revise their forecast to say it would rain a little bit between 11 and 12. So we'll see what happens. There are lots of moths at the lights. Temperature is about 75 Fahrenheit, 23, 24 Celsius. The humidex is still in the low 90s. Hi Kim, how are you? Alyssa, Ginger, thank you so much for being here. Hi Wolf. I just had a chance to take a quick look at your moth photos in your community page, and I don't know whether you knew what they were or not, but I did put a name on a couple of them. I know the first one is imperial moth, but you already knew that. I'm not going to spend time looking to see who's here. I imagine Chloe and JB are here. I see there's 9 people here, so welcome to everyone. It's starting to rain fairly hard, so I'm going to move in quickly and see who's here. Hopefully this will let off quickly. All right, where do we start here? This is modest furcula. I think we've seen this one before. Modest furcula, F-U-R-C-U-L-A. I think we saw it on some of the earlier streams. I'm going to move around fairly quickly just in case we have to end it early. Banded tussock moth, Baltimore snout, the black zigzag moth. The one in the top right is the elegant grass veneer. And the bug on the left is a two-spotted plant moth, two-spotted plant bug that gnaws on the brain. Let's see, I'll look around quickly here. Brother moth. Here's a nice finned, this is a fin willow prominent that we did see once before. Finned willow prominent. This one's a real beaut. Oh, here's a green marvel. Look at this beauty. Green marvel. There's so many moths landing and taking off and landing and taking off. Three-line balsa. I don't know where to go here. That's a alder borer, longhorn beetle, alder borer, not the poplar that we saw last night and the night before, I think. This is the alder borer. It has a sort of pale chevrons on the elytra. I guess that's a black zigzag up there. Tufted bird dropping moth. Just got pushed out of the way. There's our May beetle we see every night with the green iridescence on the elytra. Let me look. Here's Atlantic arches. Atlantic arches we've seen a couple of times now. There's a plume moth just landed beside it. There's the alder borer again. It's an angle moth. Sorry I'm going so fast, but it's raining pretty hard, and I'm afraid I might have to end early if it doesn't let up. But we'll assume it will. There's a fish fly just flew by. That's the ugly nest. Actually, the full official name of this, I keep changing it, but it's the ugly nest caterpillar moth. Ugly nest caterpillar moth. Another green marble down here. I hear a Wilson snipe winnowing above me. This one is called striped mompha. It's one we haven't seen before. It's a micro moth. It's called striped mompha, M-O-M-P-H-A. Mompha is the genus that it's in. This is the sweet fern geometer. Sorry I'm moving so much. Sweet fern geometer. Lesser maple spanworm. That's the rotundidia, I-D-I-A. Just give me a second here. I'm going to get out a Kleenex and wipe some of the rain off the screen of my iPad. It's getting hard for me to see here. I think the rain is easing off a bit. Oh, just hang on a second here. I just need to clean off the light. Retrieve my Kleenex from the ground here. My noise dampener. Just going to wipe off the lens. And okay, sorry about that. I think we're all set to go again. It's our tufted bird dropping moth and ichneumon wasp just above it. Some kind of an angle moth. black zigzag. That's our modest furcula. Sorry, modest furcula. Let's take a look around the fluorescent ultraviolet light here. This is a meadow spittlebug here. Around here they make little balls of spit that you see in the grass frequently. That's where they lay their eggs and where their larvae develop. Oh, here's a nice moth. Wow, I don't see this one very often, and I don't even remember the name. It's gone already. But pretty straightforward to identify. I just don't recall the name. It's such a rare moth. I've only seen it a couple of times before. Darn, sorry about that. It didn't stay very long. Hopefully it'll show up again. Here's a chocolate prominent. Yeah, I think the one that flew off is in the genus Urola. U-R-O-L-A. Urola. If, Alyssa, if you have a moment and you want to look at Moth Photographers Group for the genus Urola, U-R-O-L-A, and see what species are found in New Brunswick. There's one called the snowy Urola. That's all white. I know it wasn't that one. This one had a nice orange line through the middle of the wings. Here's this is the poplar borer here, as opposed to the alder borer we saw a few minutes ago. It's a longhorn beetle. We saw these last night, and you've seen these a couple of times now, the poplar borer. It's a nice green leaf hopper hiding out in the light there, in the elegant grass veneer, blocking the view of the leaf hopper. There's an Asian lady beetle. It's still raining pretty good. Nice view of the chocolate prominent. Not sure we got enough light there to see the chocolate color. Straight-lined Argyria moth. That could be it. I thought for some reason it was in the genus Urola, but that could well be it, Wolf. Straight-lined Argyria. Thanks for doing that. Appreciate it. This is well, it was a tufted Thyatira. It's flown off now. Oh, here's a new one for us. It's called the horned spanworm. Horned spanworm. Kind of a neat pattern on this one. Straight-lined Vaxi. That rings a bell. I think that was an old name for it, was Vaxi. Maybe that was the genus before. Horned spanworm is closing his wings a bit now. I think this is a robber fly. Where'd it go? Darn, here it is. So robber fly. I think it is. Got a little bit of a beard, which robber flies often have. Sorry, I can't seem to get very good light on it. There's a horned spanworm walking off. Yeah, here's some kind of neat flies. They're predatory on other flies. They just sit around, usually out in the open on top of leaves, waiting for some unsuspecting victim to fly by. They're really fast. They're great at catching other insects, and they actually, frequently you see them eating beetles. They seem to prefer beetles actually over flies. I think we have about 30 species of robber flies in New Brunswick, and I know a few of them, but I don't recognize this one. This one seems to be all black. Usually robber flies have some color on them, so this one should be fairly easy to identify when I get to the caddisfly there. Now there's a robber fly. Yeah, just a little bit of a beard. The lower part of his face. There's a nice grass veneer. Not sure what species that was. Oh, here's something nice. Gosh, what is this? Well, I'm not sure what this is. It kind of looks familiar, like I should remember the name, but I think it's pretty rare. Yeah, long legs, 4 legs sticking out in front, are banded. Unless this is our friend Julia once again. Maybe it's Julia. We saw it once before, and I don't remember the second part of the name because it's the name of the genus, and it's kind of a long, complex name. But that may be what it is. Julia's Dicymoladia. How did you come up with that so fast, Alyssa? Amazing. Does it look like a match to you, Alyssa? You recognized it. Okay. That's super. Thank you. Just going to move down the bottom of the sheet here for a second. There's a flame-shouldered dart, and it's a looper of some kind in the genus Syngrapha, S-Y-N, Syngrapha. Here's another, or the same green marvel. Remembered the striped legs from before. Well, good for you. I didn't even remember that. This is tufted Thyatira moth. And oh, here's a treat. We saw this before, but it's always a treat to see one. See if anybody remembers the name of this fellow. Those three big circles they're kind of rusty colored in the middle. Rufous colored in the middle. Anybody want to hazard a guess? This is Harris's three-spot. Harris's three-spot moth. Just amazingly beautiful. Just can't seem to get enough light down here. Harris's three-spot. Such an amazing, intricate pattern on the wings. All right, see if I can stand up again. Wow. This is the unmarked dagger. Unmarked dagger. Down here is a brother moth. Oh, here's an elegant prominent. Oh, I'll catch him on the flip-flop. Ooh, where's this one? I'm drawing a blank, sorry. It's a big geometer, very pale with a kind of a brownish line right across the outer quarter of the wing. I'm just sort of holding the iPad here thinking it's going to pop into my head if I hold it here long enough, but it's not happening. Looks like what you saw, but yours was yellow. Like a wedding dress? Well, he got pushed off by somebody. Oh, what's this? Oh, that was a new one, but it's flown already. This is I think zigzag herpetogramma. Beautiful pattern. Looks like it has feathers. Some black zigzags here, a couple close together. Sorry about that, we disconnected. I think we're back. I need to dig out a Kleenex again. My iPad screen is all wet. Hopefully it's not affecting the view. I think the lens is staying dry. And I think the iPads are sort of water resistant, so I'm not too concerned about it. The light is not a concern either. That was elegant prominent. Here's the horned spanworm again. Horned spanworm. Ugly nest caterpillar moth. What's that? Maybe a black zigzag. Sharp-angled carpet moth. Banded tussock moth. Marked is probably Owen's angle moth. O-W-E-N''S. Owen's angle moth. Our robber fly once again. Plume moth. Here goes our poplar borer. Banded tussock moth. Nice green leaf hopper. Elegant grass veneer. A smaller one there in the middle. Alyssa, did you have a question? Was the unidentified geometer confused Fusarca? Well, it has a tan line running through the wings. Could be. Could be. I'm going to have to take a look at that. The genus kind of sounds familiar, but the species name doesn't ring any bells, so maybe it's a new one for me. I'm not sure. I'll check that as soon as I get back in the house. By the way, last night the oval-based prominent that we saw, I don't know if you recall, but it was one of the highlights of the night. It was sitting down here, at the bottom of the light fixture, oval-based prominent. I thought I had seen it once before, but I checked my records and I'd never seen it. It's just one I really wanted to see because I know a couple of people in New Brunswick that have seen it. So it was a lifer for me. Oval-based prominent, not a lifer. Yay! Thanks, Ryan, Wolf. Thank you so much. Ginger, Alyssa. Lifers are awesome. Thanks, Mary. Great to share it with all you guys. It's a beetle of some kind. Awkward looking beetle. Not really sure what family it's in. Meanwhile, tufted bird dropping moth. Some kind of an angled moth. Sharp angled carpet moth again. Here's our modest furcula. Take a look over here on the shingles. Oh, here's a lettered habrosine. Lettered habrosine. Not sure why it's getting dark. It's pretty hard to figure out how the camera on this iPad works. Ah, that's better. Lettered habrosine. Yellow-shouldered slug moth on the left there. Things are a bit overexposed here on the dark shingles. How about on the another green lacewing over here. Oh, look at the primrose cochillid there, the pink and yellow one. Primrose cochillid moth. See if I can zoom in on it a bit. These are tiny. They're teeny tiny moths, but they're so beautiful. And the caterpillars do feed on evening primrose, which we have quite a bit of around the yard. Oh my God, Karen Burton is here. Hello, Karen. Huh. So nice to see you, Karen. This is a primrose cochillid moth, Karen. Just for you. Karen, I know you're going through some difficult times with your health right now. So I just want to wish you all the best and let you know that I'm thinking of you and wishing you a speedy recovery. This is the unmarked dagger here on the shingle. There's black zigzag again. All right, let's get back over to the sheet here. The rain kind of let, oh, here's a rose hook tip. This is a beauty, if I can find it. There it is. Rose hook tip. It's a pretty scarce moth. I did see one after the stream last week, I guess, sometime. Whoop, it's gone. I hear a jet flying over. Look at all the insects that are here. So many bugs and beetles and moths and leafhoppers. Oh, there's our primrose cochillid again. Gone already. Looks like maybe some kind of a tachinid fly. Tachinidae, they're the family Tachinidae. Codling moth. We've seen. Not sure what this was. I think this is not the one that's in the genus Photinus, but somewhat similar. Or maybe it is. It seems to have a pale stripe down the middle of the back, so I think this is the one. The firefly that's in the genus Photinus. Yeah. That's a pug moth. Oh, there's a nice plant bug. Nice orange and black plant bug of some kind. This is, I think this is called the small white grass veneer. There's our nice orange plant bug again. Crawling up on top of the green pug. There's our, forgot to tell you, when I was walking out here to the sheep, I saw a firefly in the grass, well, we don't have a lot of grass in the tall shrubs and things. The peppered moth. We saw a couple of these last night, peppered moth. Our fin willow prominent is still here. Green marvel. The banded tussock moth just chased him away. Not sure if that's our zigzag herpetogramma or not. There's a nice sphinx moth that just came in. This is the twin-spotted sphinx moth, Smerinthus jamaicensis. Twin-spotted sphinx moth. If I can get my hand off the iPad here. I have I have duct tape holding the ring light onto the iPad, and it's right where I put my hand when I'm holding the iPad, and I end up with my hand stuck to the duct tape. Let's just see if he wants to show us his twin spots tonight. Oh, there's one. Oh, I saw them both. You can try, but you can't hide. There they are, the two blue spots. Oh yeah, he's on top of a banded tussock moth. Good thing we moved him, eh? twin-spotted sphinx moth. And banded tussock moth. All right. There are lots of black zigzags here tonight, everywhere I look. That's another ugly nest caterpillar moth. I'm going to knock on wood. The rain has almost stopped. See who's hiding on the edge of the sheet here. Black zigzag, brother moth. I'm not sure who's tucked away in there. Oh, there's a yellow underwing, large yellow underwing that showed us his wings and took off again. The banded tussock moth. This one is, I know the scientific name of it, it's Neoligia subjuncta, but I don't know what the common name is. It is a new one for us. Neoligia, Neoligia, Neoligia subjuncta, Subjuncta, Subjuncta. And the one below it is some kind of an eclaris moth. It's a micro moth. They're kind of a difficult group. I don't recognize the species. Let's see who else we have here. Banded tussock. Down the bottom here. What's this? This is a pretty large moth. I'm not sure who this is. I'd like to see it better. Maybe it's just a large yellow underwing. They're so variable. They come in many different color morphs. I think that's probably what it is, but I'm going to move the cord here a bit. Yep, that's what it was. Large yellow underwing as soon as it flew. Here's an elegant prominent moth. Elegant prominent. Look at all the rotundidias here. There's 2, 3, 4, 5. Not sure why they're all gathered around there. There's another one down there, 6. There's 7 here. There's a dagger down here of some kind. It's kind of overexposed and worn. Here's a dagger. Maybe American dagger. I think that's what this is. And, oh, this is unmarked dagger. Beautiful little micro moth there. Don't know what species that is. So our rose hooktip is back again, huh? He just got chased away. Green marble just landed here on the cord. There's a plant bug. Two different species of caddisfly right there. Virginia tenucid moth. Green marble. Wonder who this little tiny thing is here. Gone. Here's a chocolate prominent up there. And down here is our good friend the unicorn prominent. Unicorn prominent and chocolate prominent. That micro moth in the back there is some species of Olithrutes. Here's a poplar borer and a shield bug. I think it's probably a Red Cross shield bug. Oh, it's a close relative of the Red Cross shield bug. Oh, I can't remember the name right now. The genus is Bonasa, B-O-N-A-S-A, but I don't remember what species it is. Oh, Bonasa dimidiata. I don't even know if it has a common name. Bonasa dimidiata. This is purple-backed cabbage worm moth. Long name. We have seen it before. In certain lights you can see a purple sheen on the back. Purple-backed cabbage worm moth. That's it, Ginger. And tufted thyoterid on the right there. That one there in the center is called unadorned carpet moth. Now I'm not sure whether we've seen that or not. Tufted thyoterid. ID on the end instead of ED. Unadorned, that's it. Thyoterid, yep, that's it, Alyssa. That's our black spotted glyph. The green patch in the middle of his back. Some kind of a grass veneer there. caddisfly, small white grass veneer, let's see, this one's a topiary grass veneer, and it's raining pretty good again. Here's something different. Drawing a blank, it's a geometer. Like a B-2 bomber. I'm just going to take a guess. There's something called a red-lined Panapordia. I think is the genus Panapordia. Panapordia, something like that. Panapordia, red-lined Panapordia. It's kind of rare in New Brunswick, but I've seen it before. I think that may be what it is. Red-lined Panapordia, that's the name, Melissa. See if you can find anything online that looks like that. I mean, that matches that name. Oh, I've got to put my Kleenex back on here. Sorry, it's raining pretty good again. Just want to put some padding under the ring light so it doesn't bang constantly against the iPad. That's a zigzag herpetogramma. Red line Panapoda. Found it? Good. Sorry, I spelled the name wrong. And does that kind of look like it might be a match, Alyssa? You're hearing the rain? Yeah, it's raining pretty hard. Alyssa says yes. So tentatively, that's what we'll call it. There's the Owens angle moth again, and the black zigzag. Just going to back up to show you how many moths there are on the sheet here. It's just, especially when it starts raining hard, in the middle of a warm night like this, everything comes in and lands. It's just almost overwhelming. Modus furcula on the right, brother moth on the left. Oh, this is a new one for us. This is called the white Ulithis. Eulithis. White Ulithis. It's a type of carpet moth. Good night, Karen. Take care. Thanks so much for dropping in. So glad you could drop in, Karen. Chocolate prominent up there. Fish fly just came in. This is the abbreviated slug moth. What was that I cut out? Can't remember, Alyssa, what I was looking at. There's so many things here. Abbreviated slug moth. Yeah, maybe that was it. You keep losing. Okay, here's a pine looper. This is a northern pine looper. Remember last night we had one, I thought it was a northern pine looper. Alyssa looked it up and northern pine looper was orange. And the one we were looking at last night was gray. I remembered it was a gray spruce looper. But this is, I'm pretty sure the name is northern pine looper. So this is a new one for us. Northern pine looper. If you have a second to check that, Alyssa, that would be great. There's something new right there. Oh, it's gone. Oh, here's our Harris's 3-spot spread out. There, we're getting some light. Harris's 3-spot. What an amazing moth. Oh wow, we're almost out of time. Lesser maple spanworm, the white one on the right there. And probably the rotund idia. Northern pine looper, banded tussock moth. There's a horned spanworm again. It's gone. Red-lined panapoda. Well, here's a red-streaked montha, this little one. I got chased away. Oh, here's a nice parallid of some kind. This one is a pond, I think it's called the pondside parallid. It's an aquatic moth that the caterpillars live in the water. I think the common name is pondside parallid, P-Y-R-A-L-I-D. P-Y-R-A-L-I-D. Pyralid. It's a nice green lacewing. Pondside parallid. That's it, Alyssa? Ginger, that's it. Yep. I mean, that's what I think it is. Owen's angle moth. There's a rose hook tip on my screen. Harris's 3-spot. The moth to the left of the Harris's is called a cosmet. I think it's just called cosmet moth. C-O-S-M-E-T, cosmet. And I'm not sure if it's new or not. We might have had it once before. This is the elegant grass veneer. There's a nice little micro moth there. Don't recognize that one. I'll just do another quick look here to see if there's anything new. Here's the white Ulysses once again. Kind of a neat pattern on this one. It's a type of carpet moth. Alyssa says she looked at pictures of pondside parallid, and did that look like a match to you? You probably don't remember now what it looked like, but I'll get a chance to look at it later. Yes, it does. Okay, great. So many micro moths here tonight. This is kind of a snout moth. Oh, got chased off by a chocolate parallid. I think that was a new one for us, but I'm not sure what it's called, so maybe it's just as well that it flew away. There's our rose hook tip down here. Good night, Ginger. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow. Rose hook-tip moth. Here's the silver-spotted fern moth. Chocolate prominent. Oh, virgin tiger moth. Its wings open. Wow. One of your new favorites, Alyssa? Yeah, me too. Wow, virgin tiger moth. That's a beauty, eh, Chloe? From JB. Sitting right beside the twin-spotted sphinx moth. All right, well, I don't see anything brand new here. There's our gray spruce looper that we saw last night. The green marble, overexposed. It's a great combination, rose hook tip, twin spotted sphinx, virgin tiger moth. There's another virgin tiger moth down here with its wings closed. A beautiful northern pine looper. All right, time to say goodnight. Thanks so much for anybody that stuck around there. Ryan, I think you're still there. Hi. I mean, bye. Thanks so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Chloe and JB, thanks for always being here. Alyssa, fantastic job again tonight typing. Good night, everyone. Thanks immensely, and we'll see you soon. You're welcome, Chloe, no problem. The rain actually feels good. It was so oppressively hot today. I tell you, the rain feels great. Great blue heron calling. And Canada geese calling as well. Okay, bye-bye.